Hello everybody, hope you are doing great. I'm here with a new video, and the topic is how we can install Terraform on our Windows system. So let's get started. Search Terraform and click on the first link, which is provided by the HashiCorp officially website. Here you will click on the download button, and you can see operating system is also available for Windows, Linux, and Mac OS and other operating systems. So we are installing for Windows. So I'm going to download the AMD 64-bit version. Once the download complete, open where you download your software. Now we will extract our file, and we will also specify our path where our extracted file will placed. So in my case, I am creating a new directory in my C drive, as you can see. So I just create a new directory named as Terraform, and I will select this for extraction. Now if I go to my C drive, you can see the folder, and this is the extracted file here. Now it's time to add our path on system's environment variable. So just simply copy your path where your extracted file is, and go to the search bar and search for env, and here you can see environment variables. In path section, we will add a new path for Terraform. Add a new path, and here we will paste our copied path. So that's it. Just hit OK, and our environment variable has been set. Now it's time to check that our Terraform has been installed or not. So we will type a command in our cmd. So this is the command how you can check the version of Terraform. So this is our version, and it's confirmed that the Terraform is installed and also configured on system. So thank you so much for watching, and please like this and subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon. Thank you so much. Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Cache Cloud, and I have another video on AWS. So in this video we will install and configure AWS CLI on Windows. So if you still not a member of Cache Cloud family, so I highly recommend you to do subscribe and become a Cache Cloud family member. And on my channel, I have many videos on AWS topic, and also much more useful videos for you guys. So don't waste your time, and go to my channel and see those videos which can helpful for you guys in future. So let's get started. Here we will search AWS CLI, hit enter, and we will click on the first link. So here we will click on the Windows because we are download this AWS CLI for Windows. So just click on it, and you can see our downloading has been started. So once this download completes, I will guide you the further steps. So stay tuned, and if you still not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe and press the bell icon. Okay, our downloading has been completed. So now it's time to set up AWS CLI. So this is the welcome page. Just accept the license agreement and click next. Here you can define your path where you can store your AWS CLI. So I will go with the default. Next. And now it's time to install AWS CLI on Windows. So just click on install. It will ask you for the permission, so just yes, say yes, and you can see the installation has been started. It will take a while, around 2 to 5 minutes for installation. Okay, as you can see, our installation has been completed. So just finish this setup. Now it's time to configure AWS on Windows through AWS Management Console. So now we will move to AWS Management Console. Okay, so before configuring, let we just check our AWS CLI has been installed on our Windows machine or not. So just simply type AWS -- version, and it will show you the version. It will confirm that your software is installed or not. So as you can see, we have successfully installed AWS CLI on Windows. So now it's time to configure AWS with Windows. So we will go to the Management Console, and here we will search for IAM. IAM basically Identity Access Management. Okay, once you reach on that page, so here we will click on users, and we will add a new user. We will call this user as a demo -user. So if you want to provide user access to the AWS Management Console, you can check this box. I will leave this box as empty. Go to next, and we will attach policy directly. And if you scroll down, here you can see all the policies or permissions that you can assign to your user. So I will assign administrator access to my new user, and next. It's optional. If you want to add some tags, you can add from click on this button. So I will not give any tag to this user, so I will just move to create user. Okay, once you create your user, now it's time to get access and secret key ID. So for that, we will go to security credentials, and here we will get create access key, and here we want this access key and secret key as a command line interface. So we will click on that, confirm, and next. In description tag you can add anything, like I'm adding also my user. Okay, now it's time to create. So this is the access key and secret key. So just download this CSV file on your laptop, because we will use this key to configure AWS on Windows. So once you download this, go back to your CMD, and here you will type AWS. It's asking us for access key ID, so we will go to our downloaded file. Here you can see we have access key and the secret key ID. So this is our access key. Okay, so this is our access key. Now it's asking us to provide a secret key. So we will go back to our downloaded file, and here we will copy once more, go back to our terminal, and we will paste this. And now it's asking us for a region. So in my case, as I can show you, I am in, let me show you. Right now I am here in US East 2. So let me just copy this and paste here. Output format is nothing, it's optional. So just hit enter once more. Okay, now our AWS CLI has been configured on our machine. So for confirm that, we will apply some commands to see our AWS is successfully configured or not. So okay, once we configured AWS CLI on Windows, it's time to confirm. So first we will check our instance list through AWS CLI. So we will type AWS EC2 list -instance. So when we hit enter, so you can see we have many instances. Okay, this is the list. So if you want to describe any instance, for that type AWS EC2 describe. So you can see we have one instance, and the AMI which we are using, and it's T2 micro. And let me show you through management console. If we go back to console, you can see that we are using this key ID, and we are in US East 2. So it's just confirm us that our AWS CLI has been successfully configured. So this is it for this video. Hope you guys something learn from my video. So if you learn from this video, please support me through subscription. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hello everybody. In this tutorial, we will create our first EC2 instance using Terraform. So first we need to understand what is Terraform. So basically Terraform is one of the most popular infrastructure as code tool used by DevOps team to automate infrastructure tasks. It is used to automate the provisioning of your cloud resources. Terraform is an open source cloud agnostic provisioning tool developed by HashiCorp, and it's written in Go language. So now move to Terraform workflow. So here we have a chart or where you can see we have many commands, like we have basically 4 steps in Terraform. First one is Terraform init. Basically, it's used to initialize infrastructure, and after initialized, we have a Terraform plan where we can see what we are going to do, and after that, we have Terraform apply. With the Terraform apply, we can create our created resource that we create through any provider, or at last we have Terraform destroy, which we can use to destroy our infrastructure that we created. So before started, it's compulsory to configure Terraform on your laptop, and also AWS CLI on your system. It's compulsory to work with Terraform and create resources. So let's get started. Here we have many providers like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud Platform, Kubernetes, Alibaba, and Oracle infrastructure. And also we have many providers, as you can see here. So for this video, we will use AWS. So as I told you that it's compulsory to configure AWS on your system. So first configure your AWS CLI, and after that perform these steps what I'm doing. So here in Visual Studio Code, I just created a file which you can see, and if I type provider, you can see it's giving us some options. Why this is showing us? Because I installed a plugin. You can see that I have already installed a plugin which is provided by HashiCorp, and it's official plugin for Terraform. And here we have many resources. So when, as you can see in resource block, we have many type of resources according to AWS, and this is the structure of Terraform. So we will perform, and here in provider we will provide AWS, because we will create AWS EC2 instance using Terraform. So our provider is AWS, and the region that where we are right now is US East 2. So set up as your region where you are right now. And we have basically 2 blocks in this video. One is provider, and another one is resource block. So this is our provider block, and you just don't worry, everything is available on Terraform website, and I will put the link in the description, so you can check that link and you can execute as your requirement. So I will just copy this resource and just paste, and we will just do some changings like resource. We are creating AWS instance, and we are creating demo instance for this video. So you can provide any name that you want to give to your instance, and after that we will move to AWS console, and here we will get the AMI ID which is required to create EC2 instance. Here I just select a Linux instance, and here is our AMI ID which we will use to create our instance. So here I will just change this instance ID. So in your case it will be different according to your region or according to your machine. So here I will add just one thing, which is key name, which is it's basically key pair that we use to create a EC2 instance. So I will use this key pair because I have this key pair on my system. So I will use this, and I will just type that key pair name. So it's my key pair name. I just confirm that it's okay. Now it's ready to create our instance. Now open your terminal. Now we will execute our commands that I told you in start of this video. So first we will initialize, and it will install all the required plugins for Terraform or AWS. Okay, as you can see, it's successfully initialized. Now we can apply, now we can run our more commands like Terraform plan, and with that command we can check that what we are going to create. Like in my case, I just provide the AMI ID and the region where we are right now, and it's T2 micro, and the key pair which I am using. So now it's time to apply Terraform apply, and it will create our first instance. When I'm just type Terraform apply, you will see it's give us output like this, that we have create one resource, and it's asking us to proceed. So just to type yes to proceed, and if I go to my dashboard, instance dashboard, you will clearly see that our instance is creating. Now if I just refresh this page, so you can see we have successfully created our first instance using Terraform. So it's in initialized state, and you can see, if I scroll, you can see the key pair which I provided, and the AMI ID, everything is perfect, and it's successfully created. So this is our first infrastructure that we created through Terraform. So now it's time to perform our last command, which is Terraform destroy, and this command we will basically use to destroy everything or delete that infrastructure that we created, but it's optional. It's not compulsory to destroy every time. So if you want to destroy, just type Terraform destroy, and it will destroy in the infrastructure. And as you can see, we don't have any instance because we destroy everything. So this is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy this video. So I just request you to subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching. Hey everybody, so in this video we will create VPC using Terraform, and in my last video I created EC2 instance using Terraform. So if you not watched that video, link is in the description, go and check that out, and I will also add Terraform playlist link in the description. So if you are a fresh learner, you should watch that playlist. So let's get started with today's topic. So the topic of today's video is how to create VPC using Terraform, and these all the resources that we will create in this video. So let's get started. So in this video we will create VPC using Terraform, and we will create these resources: VPC, subnet, internet gateway, security group, subnet association, route table, and EC2. So let's get started, and first we will see what is the VPC in AWS. And VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. It's a logically isolated section of the Amazon Web Services cloud where you can launch and manage resources like compute, instance, databases, and storage. VPC enables you to define your own network environment, including IP address ranges, subnet, route table, and security group. This helps you to control network accesses, isolated applications, and build source and scalable architectures within the AWS cloud. So here I am in my Visual Studio Code, and you can see our last EC2 instance resource is already here, and today we will add some new resources like I told you as in the start of this video. So move to the topic, and I will provide all the links in the description, so you can just open those links and copy all the resources according to your project. So these are all the resources that we will use in this video. We will start with the AWS VPC, and this is the example for VPC. So what I will do, I will just copy this resource, and here I will first add a comment. Okay, now we will paste that resource, and this is for VPC. So this is the value, and this is the name of a VPC. So we will just change this name. So I will call this as demo VPC. Now we will add comment. Now we will add our second resource, which is subnet. So as I told you, I will provide all the links in the description, so you can use these resources as per your project requirement. So I will use this basic example, and let me just copy this, and here we will provide name like a demo subnet, and in the VPC ID we will grab this VPC ID, and this is the name and this is the value of the VPC. We will just copy this, and we will paste here, remove those inverted commas, and here we will add dot. So in this CIDR block we will use 10 series, so I will just remove this and add 10, and I will also change this name. Now we will move to the third resource, which is internet gateway. So this is the example that we will use, and we will change this according to our project. So just copy this. So this is the resource, and this is the resource name. So we will change this resource name according to, we will change the name of the internet gateway. So I will call this as demo IDW, which is internet gateway, and in the VPC section we will change this with our created VPC. In the tag section we will also change the name as we provided in resource. Now we will move to our next resource, which is route table, and here we will use the basic example. So I'm just copying this. Here we will specify the VPC ID, and I am just removing this IPv6 section because we don't need that section for our project. So first we will change the name of this resource. I'm specifying this as RT, which is route table, and here we will change the VPC ID as we created in the VPC section, and here we will change this. Here we will provide the gateway ID. So let me just grab the gateway ID. And so this is our internet gateway resource and the name. So I will just copy this and remove this. So this is our internet gateway ID that we created, and as you can see here, this is our internet gateway ID. Now move to subnet association resource. So here we will copy our example, so you can pick any one of the resources. So I will copy the first one. Here we will name this route table association. So I give it name as demo route table association. So here we will provide our subnet ID and route table ID. So just grab those ID ID. So this is our subnet ID. We specify the subnet ID. Now we will grab the route table ID. So this is our route table ID. So we will use this route table ID here. Now it's time to move to our last resource, which is security group. Now we will move to the next resource, which is security group. So this is the example of a security group. So we will just copy this. Ingress is basically inbound rule and egress is basically outbound rule. So we will also specify these rules as we will allow the traffic. So here first we will give the name to our security group. SG stands for security group. So here we will add the security group name. Description is optional, so we will remove this, and we will also remove this description because it's optional. So the VPC ID, we will use our created VPC ID. So this is our VPC ID. Let me add this VPC ID here, and the traffic we will receive from and to port, we will change this to 22 port, and the protocol is TCP. So here we will add this CI. So here we will add the CIDR block, and we will allow the traffic from anywhere. So we will add 0.0.0/0. So it can be able to catch traffic from anywhere. And for IPv6 block, we will use this IPv block because we are allowing traffic from anywhere. So we will change this. So we are almost done. Just we will do some changes in our EC2 instance. So here we will add some rules, like we will add a subnet ID. As you can see, I installed a Terraform plugin. So as you can see, it's auto completing this because I installed Terraform plugin. So the subnet ID, we will use this subnet ID, and here we will also specify the VPC security group, and this security group will be the string. So here we will specify our security group ID. So let me just grab the security group ID. So this is our security group ID. So we just almost done here. Now it's time to create VPC. Let me just open my terminal, and here we will initialize. Here we will initialize first. Here you can see it's initializing the backend that we created in our second video. So it's successfully initialized. Now we will use the Terraform plan. Now we will use the Terraform plan command to see what we are going to create. So here what we are going to create, we are creating 7 things: 0 to change or 0 to destroy. So let me see what we are going to create. Here you can see we are creating our instance, and we are creating internet gateway, router table association, security group, and also subnet. Last we are creating VPC. So now it's time to launch our VPC. So let me type Terraform apply. So if I go to my instance, here you can see we don't have any running instance right now. So let me just assign the permission. Now if I just go back and let me show you, it's still under process. So it says the range of CIDR is invalid. So we just change this. Now if I just type, let's see what it will give us output. So this is our mistake that we didn't name and we didn't add the name of the route table in tags. So let me just try once again. So finally I created our VPC resources. So basically I was doing the 2 mistakes. One mistake was here, like I didn't add dot between the T2 micro, and another mistake that I was made here, that I was trying to add. So the second mistake I was creating here. So now I just fixed everything. So now you will never get any error. So let's do further. And now if I show you that what we have created, here you can see our instance is running now, and you can see here it's running. And if I just show you the VPC that we just created, so here is the VPC that we just created, and it's available. And if I just show you the subnet, so this is the subnet that we created. As you can see here, also we created route table. So this is our created route table, internet gateway. So this is our created one internet gateway. So this is it for this video. Hope you guys are enjoying the Terraform series. So if you have any question, please let me know in the comment box, and we'll meet in the next video of Terraform. Thank you.